Greetings, Eric Bakker. Thanks for coming back. We're talking about different antifungals, antimicrobials for Candida. So I have a question here from another subscriber asking me if oregano, or oregano, whatever country you live in, if oregano has basically an excellent effect on Candida, if it's sufficient to do a Candida cleanse just using oregano. Well, of course it is. You could just use oregano, you could just use grapefruit seed extract, you could use just anything you want. But where it's going to have the effect that you want, is particularly the wide range effect that you want, the broad spectrum effect, whether it's going to assist in taking down a whole lot of different bugs combined, that's the question. After looking at thousands and thousands of stool tests, particularly at the susceptibility panel, meaning that the lab will find a bug in your tummy and then they're going to try and find a natural agent which is going to counter it. So they'll create a panel of pathogen, or basically of agents which can create a vulnerability against that particular suspected pathogen. Oregano does come up, but it doesn't come up anywhere near as often as I see, for example, grapefruit seed extract coming back. That one comes back nearly all the time, but so do underselenic acid and caprylic acid. So does uva ursi. Other things come up very often. It's a combination of those different things that come up are going to have a more powerful effect than just using oregano on its own. So I would use oregano, for example, on nails. I find it to be a little bit stronger than tea tree. So if you want to use oregano, you can also use it as a mouth rinse. Some people put a few drops of oregano oil in a bit of hot water or warm water, swish that around in their mouth and spit that out. So colloidal silver or oregano are quite good orally. Don't ingest it, just spit it out. And excellent to use on toes. Toenails I find are quite good. Also for ringworm, it's quite good for topical. But internally, it's not really strong enough on its own to create the broad spectrum effect you're looking for. It's a bit like a previous video I did where people were asking if the black walnut and coptis, berberine containing herb, if these two are sufficient. Well, the oregano belongs with the black walnut and the berberine, but then you want to pad it out a bit more with those fatty acids, caprylic acid and underselenic acid. So now you're starting to talk a bit more money now, because if you've got to buy all these products separately, it's going to all add up. And this is how I practiced for years. Patients had to pay the price because I didn't know a product that was formulated that contained all of these things together in the right proportions. Now people sometimes complain to me because they want to have a look at Candida removed. They want to know exactly the level of each of those ingredients. That's not put on there because it's proprietary information, meaning it took a long time to work out the correct proportions of each of these herbs that would work with each other and not against each other. All right? If you're cooking a meal, you don't want to have one ingredient that overpowers the dish. Otherwise, it's not really going to taste nice. And they've got special people called tasters that work with big companies. They're going to work out just the right combination of ingredients in that soup or casserole, whatever they're creating, to make it taste really, really good. That's how I kind of work with formulating a product. It's not so much the tasting part, it's the activity part in the patient's body to see how that product works over time. When you get experience using many different antimicrobials like garlic and grapefruit seed extract and berberine and black walnut, you start to get a feel and understand the power of these ingredients, these individual ingredients. Then you get a feel for how to match one up against the other and make sure that one doesn't overpower the other one. This process can take a few years, and that's how Candida Remove was formulated over a period of time, using on different patients, with patients' consent, looking at the outcomes we were getting, and then fine-tuning a formula until we get a formula that we're happy with, where one ingredient's not overpowering another, or another one that's powerful is not, weakly represented. So this takes time. And for that reason, oregano is not enough to complete a good gut cleanse. You need more. You need more of a broad spectrum product. It's going to save you money. It's going to give you a better result in a shorter period of time. And that's what it's all about. Thanks for tuning in.